You said that.
Only Sal's
Where
returns.
last week we left off with you traveling through the excuse me, the lands of southeastern Kesh
Excuse me, the southern. Okay.
as you make your way towards the Eye of Lahul, an inland sea that forms the most common traveling grounds for the Uruite clan. The clan of your friend Batbayar. The small one, not the
Okay.
big one. As you have been traveling, you have a couple of interesting characters along the road, and you have also noticed that you are being observed during the night. Figures on the close horizon watching you as you sleep, never being aggressive, but always present until they leave in the morning, allowing you to continue onward on your trek. Now the mountains that surround the Eye of Lahul are beginning to loom much closer than they had before. As you awaken after your interaction with the Prizrenan cheesemongers who are presently now preparing their own wagons to continue their journey southward, you begin to realize that your destination
Yes.
is very near indeed.
Ah. Will we make it?
I suppose that will be up to you. You could all turn around right now. And,
Maybe we'll all get hit by a meteor.
I mean, if you want to end the campaign, start a new one. I'll hit you all with a meteor right now. Don't think I won't.
Random encounter, meteor.
You ask for it, I'll meteor you. Raise your hand if you want to be meteored.
Locale raises his hand.
I'm not.
Locale,
Well, look, Hale, why are you raising your hand?
from outer space sails through the atmosphere, lighting on fire, but not disintegrating, being too large, and impacts you square in the chest.
Oof.
You take 2d6 damage.
Well, okay.
Oh.
Hold on, Final
What the
Fantasy
fuck?
VII.
Hey, I mean, he said it wasn't that big. All right, let's see. Roll 2d6. 10 damage, baby. All right, we're in this. Open up Locale's character sheet. Go to my health page.
Sato looks around. What the fuck was that?
Let's see, what's my... Okay, my current HP is 97 now. Ow! That's Locale kind of gets up and looks around after being knocked on his ass. That's neat. What?
What the fuck?
Eh?
Hey, look. Can I tell what hit him?
It's a little rock.
There's a sizzling rock on the ground near Locale. It's about the size of a golf ball. It's deeply pitted, and of course, a golf ball actually impacting a person from outer space would just cause you to like detonate. But this one was one of those slow-moving meteors, and yeah, it's just sort of sitting there on the ground and rapidly cooling.
Slow-moving meteor pierces the shield.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
What?
I still need to see that. Probably this
It's
week.
good.
What? Malignant?
Dune.
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 Oh, Dune. Yeah, I have it on my.
I also
I
need to
can
see
watch
that.
it. Yeah.
The cinematic sensation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some guy on Twitter said it was humorless.
I saw that.
You know, people on
What?
Twitter say a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was-
Twitter is a bad place, but also it's not real.
I was hoping for like
Yeah, I want some of those Marvel
sci-fi
clips.
epic to be
Yeah.
a comedy.
Yeah, I want some of those clips about the sandworm.
I mean, Zendaya was in, the Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Zendaya was Machi.
Michi.
What is that?
I don't know
What
why you
is-
say it that way.
Wait,
my-
did you say Nietzsche? How did you say Nietzsche?
It's my
Did you
good
say
friend Machi.
Nietzsche?
It's Michi. I don't know what
Why are
he's
you
doing.
why are you saying his name like it's cheese? What?
No, it's
What?
a reference to this video.
Oh,
If he doesn't say it like that in the video.
Who is Michi?
Perplexed. Zendaya. Zendaya.
No, I mean,
Zendaya.
I know who Zendaya is, or rather, I don't know who Michi is. What's going on?
Because I have a bad brain.
happening? Oh, I feel like I'm having a trip. Oh my god.
Zendaya's Michi.
Anyways,
LeBron James is wonky.
Yeah.
See, I need to see that.
Yes, we are all saying this.
oh my god. So meteor hits.
It hits me and it hurts.
That's very cool. This little. Can I keep this?
I don't know what it is.
I mean, I'm
I
the
mean,
one who
it
got
hit you.
hit
Like,
with
yeah,
the
no, that's fair.
magic space rock.
Yeah, you might be able to like polish it up. It might look really cool. You know.
Am I like extra magic now? Yeah, I kind of like flex
Maybe.
my hands a little bit and like,
Asai
no.
squints at you and says, "No."
I
Unfortunate.
pick up the rock.
The Rock
Hot.
is
Ow.
hot. It's fairly heavy. Feels like something that's made out of iron.
Oh hell yeah, cool
Ooh,
rock.
Yorick iron. You can make a Witcher sword out of that. A really small one.
Yeah, like a dagger, maybe like a stiletto, perhaps.
Hey
That'd be
pal,
cool.
let me put this in your bag of holding. It's
yep.
heavy.
Yep. Hopefully, it doesn't burn a hole through the bottom of it.
I don't think that's how bags of holding work.
I don't think so either. I think it'll likely cool down when you put it in because it's like a
Yeah,
vacuum, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah, I drop it in.
And in it goes.
Actually, a vacuum is a very good insulator.
Well,
There you go.
Guess we'll
everything in my
find
bag
out.
melts. No, my cold cheese!
Oh,
They
no.
explosively interact.
No! Can't I just rub the cold cheese on the meteor to cool it down before putting it in the bag?
I mean, if you do that, yeah, it's just like a cheese explosion.
No. Okay, I'll keep them separated.
Gotta keep them separated.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that, like the song.
Yes, that's why I said it in the way that I did. It's fine.
Look, Rita, you do have to keep them separated, though.
You gotta keep them separated. I know.
That was just a
Anyway.
fun quirk of how you say things.
Oh,
I just need to grab an Advil.
yeah, that checks out.
Okay.
Rude.
Sorry.
Skip and sell the headache immediately.
So your destination awaits. You've been
Yes.
struck by a meteor today. What else will you do?
Hit the
Who can
road.
say?
Where the wind blows.
I put the meteor in my pocket,
I already took it, you fool. It's too late.
but it's my meteor.
This meteor.
Finders keepers.
Yeah, I found it in my chest.
Do you
Well,
need help? Are
You have to ask Pal for it then. I put it in her bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yours. You can have it back when you want. And just carry it.
Thank you.
What the hell are you people doing?
I don't know anymore.
Write down in your inventory 1 golf ball sized meteor.
I'm doing that.
Do it.
Okay. Oh, this is a fun treat. I forgot the items I had.
Hmm.
Yeah. I have wings of flying.
Oh,
And an unfettered shirt.
Oh.
What?
And a silken ceremonial robe.
Ooh,
I mean, I'll come in use eventually.
A fancy lad.
Lokale is a fancy lad, is the thing.
Yeah.
What is an unfettered shirt?
It's a shirt. It's a magical shirt that allows me
Maybe
to.
like
as
escape
unbound by
artist
the
stuff?
by your pitiful morality.
Oh.
Huh.
Yes.
Ooh.
That is true. It also allows me to give the ability for the benefits of freedom of movement to myself. So say if I get tied up by a rope, I'm like no, and then I stop
It's pretty
being
cool.
tied by a rope.
You talk to ropes?
Yes.
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 Weird.
When the wearer speaks the command word, the cloak turns into a pair of bat or bird wings that power him or her to fly with a speed of 60 feet. Average maneuverability.
You should use
If you
them.
ever choose anything other than the bat wings, I will fly to Florida and slap you.
You should become a rope
What is
charmer.
my? Gotta think of my word. Anyways, continue.
No, I was done.
How channels some energy to heal you from your meteorite wound?
Hey,
Thank you. I
That can't be
heal.
the right thing.
that was a
But
lot of energy per
that's-
pow.
It's a lot. I don't think that's right.
Why
Whose
not?
channel is that? Is that my channel? Or is that the other guy's channel? I don't know.
That looks like
It's like too much, right? Am I
that looks
crazy?
like a size channel.
I have a button made on my thing, but maybe that was from
Don't we have Sonata with us too?
yeah,
Yes.
it might have been Sonata's channel that I have.
Ah,
the
that's
button up.
that is Sonata's channel. Excuse
That
me.
makes sense. Okay, it's what
He hasn't said anything for a bit, but he
Isn't it
did.
just like 1d6 or something for level 1 cleric?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
1d6.
Ow!
Ow!
One.
For healing. Cool. Yeah,
No,
that's 1.
You open yourself to be a channel for the power of Tenket, and you touch Locale's chest, and there's just sort of like a fart noise, and Locale, you feel slightly better.
Yeah, this isn't really my forte.
look, this is a beautiful moment, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's good. I'll work on it. Anyway, let's head towards over there. It's right over there. Let's go.
Lokale just kind of awkwardly like removes Pow's hand from his chest.
Keep it there like a weirdo.
Let's hit the road.
Okay.
I would like Asai to like pat Pow consolingly on the shoulder, but not heal Locale.
Why would you do that?
Feeling some hostility here.
That meteor was an act of something greater than any of us. It should not be healed so easily.
It was pretty great, though.
Probably not wrong. We're in like a wide open plain, and it just happened to hit Locale. It's the size of a golf ball, whatever that is. So.
That is what we call an act of the gods.
Eh.
All right, you continue traveling through the plains of Kesh. The rolling hills of golden grass, occasional trees stretching on around you. Now like a ocean in which you are placed in the center. The only true landmark that you have to navigate by are the increasingly large mountains which you are traveling towards. You can see now the mountains beyond, the mountains closest to you, more distant as you come around towards the entrance of the valley, in which the Eye of Lohul rests. And soon enough, the edges of a glittering emerald coastline begins to come into visibility as you crest over hills, disappearing as you enter into dales, but ever getting it closer each time you spy it once more. By the end of the day, you are at the foothills of the mountains of Lahul. And upon the crest of a fairly commanding hill, you find yourselves preparing for another day of camping. Fortunately, there has been no adverse weather except for the insistent and relentless wind that dominates this place. There's never a moment where you don't feel the air upon you. But typically it's simply a presence, not a obtrusive push, but every so often it gusts, and you understand how inhospitable this land could be if it chose to be. How would you like to set up camp?
Probably not with Locale on watch.
So I'll take watch this time.
Yes.
Hot Bayar will go first.
We'll set up camp. Put some tents up.
I will put up the tents.
I will help put up the tents, says Marco.
I'm going home.
I'll get a fire going.
Who's going home?
I don't know. Akio.
No, Nuva is going home.
I'm home.
You are home.
I hope this is home, not some stranger's house again. But what was I gonna say?
Again?
I'm just trying to think of something, and I'm improvising on the spot. Akio is gonna I don't know, I guess help with the tents. I couldn't think of anything. Oh well.
Sada's very good at starting a fire. I don't know if she's good at making a fire keep going, though.
I guess I'll go get wood. Wait, we're in the middle of a desert.
Yeah,
No, you're in the middle of a steppe.
yeah. There's not many trees.
Oh,
There are some, though.
There are some.
Yeah?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can, especially where it's more like a dale than a hill. You can find the occasional tree, and in beneath it, you can find any number of like sticks and
All right.
smaller branches that have been discarded over time.
Well, I'll get some of those and get a fire going.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right. How do you light your fire?
With my pyrokinesis, I have spark as a cantrip I can do.
oh,
Whenever.
you're gonna breathe fire.
All right, good. You don't just incinerate all your
Yeah.
firewood. Instead, you light it quite easily, and now have a nice, comfortable fire in the midst of this hill. You have to like build up some rocks around the exterior, especially on its western side, to guard the base of the flames from the wind. But soon enough, you have a quite cozy little fire. That by our Marco is not extremely helpful setting up the camp, but he does make a show of trying.
Whenever he makes a mistake, Batbayar shows him the correct way to do it, and then it lets him try again.
Doing so, Batfire ends up doing the majority of the work, but Marco assists ? And eventually you do have a nice game.
Sorry.
No, go.
I tell him that practice is what makes perfect. You'll get there.
Right, and all these other camping adventures that I'm definitely going on.
You don't know. Do you know what's going to happen tomorrow?
As this is happening, as he's trying to give a very like heartwarming and uplifting like discussion, Lokale is like just like a little ways over, making another campfire with magic and just casting spark on it to light on a fire.
I already did that.
But yes,
Well,
but punctuating.
I guess you have. I guess. Or
There's two people who can do that now. That
right.
seems really useful, actually.
Yeah.
Like even if you're just trying to start a fire at home.
Mm-hmm. I mean, nothing really stopping you from learning how to do that.
No.
I'm not sure if Sal's is talking in real life or.
No, he's talking. He's talking as a child. Wait, that didn't come out right.
A mastery of magic would serve me well as in negotiating with the other houses.
Of course. Might mix. Well, not
You also
right,
never know when Paven might sink into the sea and he might have to become a wild man.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying, you never know.
No, that won't happen.
It could definitely happen.
It could happen.
That makes no sense. Uncle Pascal, that doesn't make any sense, right? That would never happen.
It could happen a little bit.
Pascal looks at you, Paulina.
Huh? Sorry, I was just trying some of the cheese. What?
He seems to be looking at you for guidance whether or not he should screw with his nephew or to actually reassure him that Viven can't sink into the sea.
Oh. I have no clue. Getting there?
Well, just remember, one of us today got hit by a rock from outer space.
A lot of things can happen. It's a crazy world.
And,
That is true.
And hey, when in doubt, more weirder things have happened. I died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You said that.
Well, it's not exactly an easy thing to top once you brought it up.
Not a competition,
a bunch of devils try to take over Ven.
I know.
You were there.
I heard about that.
Oh.
No, I wasn't. I was outside the city.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yep. Dad.
Were you in another barrel, or?
No, I was in a ship in a normal fashion. Dad had the foresight to send his family outside the city before these guys tried to murder the Grand Prince. Successfully. Which, she, was the one who summoned the devils into the event, so it was worth it.
Yeah.
She had to go. Just my 2 cents. I feel like everyone is looking at me right now, and I'm a 14-year-old, so I don't know how much you're really going to get is interest from me. Maybe you should look. without and make sure that there's no people trying to attack us or anything?
Maybe.
Sorry, I blinked out. What did you ask
Anyway.
me?
Nothing.
I was just thinking about how I died.
Sada put the potato on a stick and put it over the fire.
Hey guys, is there any all milk? Kind of sobering up over here. It's
And
Akio
that
Sancho.
is a size cue to make the smart wine.
Hell yeah, smart
Oh
wine.
hell yeah, the smart wine.
The
Okay.
what?
What do you do?
Oh yeah.
Spell?
So she has a spell that makes people super smart
Let's-
if they drink the wine.
Okay, Laika, what are you casting, and what does it do?
Okay, let me find this. Give me a second to collect myself. Okay. There is a spell called Tears to Wine, which I don't actually have open in a tab. One moment, let me find it.
I have
It
it open
is.
now.
A second level spell. Third level? Second. Here it is. Tears to Wine. This spell turns non-magic liquids, including spoiled, rotten, diseased, poisonous, or otherwise contaminated drinks, tears, seawater, and similar fluids, into mead or wine of average quality. This spell does not prevent subsequent natural decay or spoilage. Unholy water or similar liquids of significance are spoiled by Tears to Wine, but the spell has no effect on creatures of any type or magic potions.
Now this last
So I-
paragraph is the most important.
Yes. Creatures that drink the mead or wine created by this spell become sharp-witted and clear-minded, gaining a +2 enhancement bonus on all intelligence and wisdom-based skill checks. This increases to a +5 bonus at caster level 9th and to a +10 bonus maximum at caster level 15.
Oh my god. How long does this last?
10 minutes a level.
Yep. 150 minutes.
Okay. So,
Alright.
what are you casting it on?
I assume Asai has some water that she's gonna sacrifice for this.
Hey, you convert a water skin into some average quality wine
Yep.
of strong magical power.
Yep.
Do you give this?
I hand this to Batbayar, or not Batbayar, the drunken one.
Akio.
Akio?
Akio.
The smart wine.
Oh, we had wine. All right. Well, thank you. All right. And then
I'm
I guess
really sorry, Nuva.
No, don't worry. I'm gonna act this out. So, and then Akio proceeds to, well, do what Akio does and chuck the whole thing down in one gulp.
It's a gallon of wine.
Oh well, then you
Akio
underestimate
can do that.
me. Yeah. But I guess I just take a couple, like I take a solid drink. Oh, it comes to all right. That's pretty smooth. Oh, when did we? And then Akio's eyes kind of like. I'm going to act this out unless I have to do something for you, Cells.
You don't. This is all you.
Cool. Akio's eyes just kind of like blow up. I guess, admittedly, like.
Wait,
Literally
Oh,
explode.
sorry, not literally. Like he raises, like his eyes widen.
they dilate
Yeah,
or
dilate. That's the word. And he stares at you, and then he puts the cup gracefully down on whatever like tabletop he can find or stump or whatever, and he grabs you by the shoulder, and he stares at you. Why did you do that? What did you do?
You asked for wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, for wine though.
Why am yeah. I don't like what is okay. Right. And then Akio just like lets your shoulders go and sits down. Okay. I'm kinda not liking what I'm feeling, and it's not like a bad kind. It's like,
The burden of knowledge.
okay, whoo! You just had to do that, huh? What?
Yes.
Okay. And then he's just like shaking his fingers, like, and like tapping his knee. I'm very aware
Damn.
of everything around me.
What was in
So
that
you're
wine?
tripping out.
I
Want some?
don't know,
Asai's gonna drink a glass of wine.
but I feel like I'm 25 in my brain, and I don't like that. Oh,
What?
like I'm awake. I don't know. Listen, I feel like I'm kind of like usually like I'm assuming the grogginess of, like, the alcohol and the smart wine is not coming through, right? Because it
I
says
mean,
clear-minded
yeah,
and
you don't feel
sharp-witted.
drunk.
Yeah,
Weird.
and it's like, so like Akio is always kind of tipsy, like at a minimum, and you just took that away from him. So so he's like,
You are
what?
anti-drunk right now.
Yeah, and it's like this is a first for him. Okay, I guess I have to write this out, but I guess I'll go write down some plans.
You need to
Thank-
do like a Sudoku or something to keep yourself busy.
Well, no. Yeah, maybe. That's kind of what it feels like.
Here,
A lot
Sad,
of racing thoughts right now.
I'm gonna
Find
try
your
some of that wine.
crossword.
And Sad, I drink some.
I have a puzzle cube if you wanna.
Ooh.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I can
I-
see this. I can see what's wrong with Akio now.
Pascal gives you a puzzle cube.
What do I have to roll to, like, solve this?
Um,
Intelligence?
I sure.
Alright, one
Be right back.
second. This will be really funny if I roll a 1. So this is for so core, intelligence, enhancement bonus on all intelligent. Okay, so +2.
Plus 10 to
It's
all.
plus 10
Yeah.
to all.
There.
Yeah,
I set it up
actually
as a.
roll. Yeah, essentially roll knowledge engineering.
Knowledge. I don't have that. I don't believe.
Well, you do now.
You mean
Or-
dungeoneering, not engine.
Engineering.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, it's just make an intelligence roll. and
Engineering's
roll
under your
plus 10.
background.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. 5.
Okay, so 15.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you start working on this puzzle cube. It's not a Rubik's cube. It's more like a press in and out thing that you're trying to open it. And yeah, you start working on it. You don't
Oh,
finish
okay.
it in 6 seconds, but
Yeah.
you want to keep rolling.
Yeah. Yeah. This will keep the demons out of my brain. Thanks.
Welcome. You're still going.
Hey.
Okay, you finish it.
Well, they're back. Okay. Well,
Took him 18 seconds.
yeah. Not happy with this. I'm gonna sit down and just
Oh, yeah.
write. Nobody
Yeah.
bother me.
The wine makes you hyper aware.
Yeah.
Yeah. I drank
I'm
some.
kind of remembering that I'm a mercenary right now. Thanks for that. Oh God. And now the guilt's coming in.
I was
It's the
remembering
guilt.
that she has a
It's
hacky
the-
sack, so in
it's
the
the
background
guilt
she's
really
doing
coming in.
hacky sack.
Well, if the kid wants to hear some horrifying stories,
Marco is already over by Pow asking to play hacky sack.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
that's good. I'm gonna go write.
I pass it. I pass it to him. Can he keep it up? Does he have skills? Does he suck? Is he terrible at hacky sack? Whoa.
The kid's got game.
All right. Very cool.
Oh, also Akio volunteers for first watch since he's not going to be able to go to sleep.
I'll go second then.
Okay.
I'll take third.
Probably
Fourth.
should take watch myself. I'm not good at it.
I'll take fourth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? Hey, Marco.
If you want to watch
It's
good,
like a
get some of
very
that wine.
strong spell.
Huh?
Any news about the state of the Descencies and sort of how are things
Well,
at home?
I mean, it's fine. Things are pretty status quo right now.
Okay.
Cesare is establishing his government. Father isn't part of it. But the Morosini guy, the new one, is the one from Mumford Sons.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, just things are sort of going on as he's being a sort of he's a like a sort of populist sort of guy. So he's been very into getting support from low towners, which is interesting because most of them didn't vote for him because they can't.
I mean,
That is intriguing.
if anyone's gonna rebel, it's them.
But no major upheaval. That's good to hear.
No,
I guess.
it's
Yeah.
yeah. I think being attacked by devils is a good way to sort of reset things. um. But otherwise, oh, Dad's building another wing on the house.
Another?
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So like a library or
No, it's primarily it's more creating a new conservatory area that is going to have like an indoor swimming pool thing.
oh.
Fancy.
That's what he says anyway.
Quite swanky. Wow.
Yeah, and it involves like carrying up all that water and stuff. He says it's gonna be heated. I don't know how though. How about you? How have things been?
Sorry, I'm just this conversation over hacky sack is a very funny image in my head. Yeah, sort of maintaining balance between religious triumvirate, helping ruin a country, fighting wars, usual.
What sort of religious triumvirate?
Oh well, it's got a 10 cat, and it's got
Okay.
Silva, and
I
it's got
had
Polonius.
a Sylvan what?
Was Sylvan Home? Yeah. Yeah.
My tutor
Oh yeah.
worships silver. He is really boring. What's
They're sort of kind
what's a Polonius?
of. Pow looks
So
desperately for help to
Pow-
everyone.
Sada glances over at the kid with her hyper awareness.
Are you sense motivating him?
Yes.
38.
He actually asked that
Yeah.
with complete just curiosity.
Oh.
With
That checks
no
out.
he has not been taught necessarily about what Polonius is.
Oh wow, you
Yeah,
don't
I-
actually. He
no.
doesn't actually know what Polonius is.
Yeah, you don't necessarily include the sex cult in your child's education. That's
You
college
could.
age stuff. It's a 14-year-old or whatever.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're gonna have a sex education or a health class, really around then would be when you want to have it, but you probably want to leave out the god of gluttony and
Have you talked to your child about Polonius?
ugh.
Hmm.
And if not, why not?
He's the god of
So
excess. Sada shouts
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, that's yep. Yeah. The god of overdoing it. And who better to keep that sort of in check than the god of, bettering yourself and understanding your limits, am I right?
all
Keeps
right,
hacky
why
sacky.
did you include a god of? I mean, maybe I'm
That-
missing something, but it seems like this is a god of like bad stuff.
Yeah,
from
it's
the
a
way
god
you-
of overdoing it. But, of also enjoying the finer things in life, and food is great. We got a ton of good food back in Suruga. You should really explore the cuisine sometime. It's something else.
Also, we
Something
met
I
him.
believe the word you're looking for is gluttony.
Oh.
Also, we met him.
Oh, like
Never.
Grandpa.
Yeah, we met him too. Actually.
No, shut up. Pal fucking flies she grabs the hacky sack in midair without even looking at it, because she could fucking do that, and she like flies over to Sada and slaps the hand over her mouth. What?
Huh?
Ah,
What do you mean you met
no,
She's
Sada.
messing with you. That's
Sada's got a strange grasp on the language. No, Pascal sort of told us about how that all went, and yeah, it you know it feels as if we know him through that story. It just gives, yeah. Mhm.
Trying to eat my potato here.
Yeah, eat that potato.
I cooked it over the fire and everything.
You cooked it?
Yeah.
roll bluff.
Oh.
Hao looks so proud for Sada in that moment, and then immediately is snapped back to reality and rolls bluff. Damn it. My bluff is a 2, so it's a good roll for Pal. Oh no!
Quite the
Man,
sound you made.
You went on a
Yeah.
journey.
I did.
You're up against
I
a
never roll a good
perceptive
bluff.
kid.
Ah, shit.
How well can a 14-year-old roll in sense motive?
Well, you rolled a 15, so
Get owned.
Oh.
okay.
Yep.
I buy this. Gives you a thumbs up.
Don't buy that. He buys it, but okay. Thumbs up.
Pascal, Asada, you note as you go back to trying to eat your potato that Pascal is staring daggers at you. Like
Blame-
he is stone faced, but behind his eyes he is genuinely angry.
Hey Pascal, do you want to pick up this hacky sack game with Marco, and I'm gonna help Sada cook potatoes.
Sure. Pascal stands, takes the hacky sack with a curt thank you, and walks over to Marco, guiding them some ways further out into the darkness. I can't even see over here. How are we supposed to just play? But you're really bad at this. But he is distracted.
The darkness.
Got it.
Hmm?
this is part of a larger conversation. But you need to work on not divulging more information than is necessary in the situation. It is sort of a fun pattern. In this case, it's not great to tell a child that we went to hell and met his grandpa in hell.
I mean, hey, his grandpa's doing all right though now. In hell.
Sure, but all of that is just not necessary information for a child to have to sort of contend with. But this is like a kind of a more benign scenario than is sometimes the case. Sometimes you do this in a time and place that is just not the time or place. So just keep things on lock a little bit more. That's all I'm asking. You know what? This potato, it's a little undercooked, but I'm really proud of the progress you're making.
Excellent.
You guys went to hell?
Yeah, you should know this.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we told you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's weirdly suspicious, Akio.
Kale doesn't know though.
Okay.
It wasn't capital H hell, but it was a hell of sorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Akio
Oh yeah,
thinks
this was to
scribbling
get
is
Akio
is-
back. Okay.
What? I was in
No.
hell?
What?
No?
Akio's
Was this
in
a different
hell.
time?
No. This was the breaker curse.
I mean, admittedly, I'm
Oh.
always fighting my own hell every single day. I appreciate you pointing that out, but
We also got Vampire back as a side effect of that. So
Oh.
yeah.
yeah, I was the one in hell. Wait, sorry.
No.
I was the one in hell.
No, he wasn't in hell. He was in the Tenket's realm.
Yeah.
This was
I-
this was partially Sam being confused, just to clarify. But
a lot has happened.
Yeah.
In
Yeah, and
one-
then I got
how many
I got like
months?
a wish potion, and then I drank it, and that brought Vampire back.
Yeah.
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 And then we also went to heaven, tree heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Aside,
We had a
Yes.
philosophical
you are
argument with the Grim.
extremely acute. You are acutely aware that describing the verdant groves as a hell and the world tree as tree heaven, is incredibly reductive.
Oh yeah. Definitely using shorthand here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also had a philosophical argument with the Grim Reaper. One of the Grim
Yeah, that
Reapers.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Also,
Yeah.
Asai, you did not know that,
oh, cool.
Yeah.
and that is potentially bad.
Oh. Why is that potentially bad?
Well, for you,
Ah.
the entity that they're speaking of is a servant of Crypta.
Ah.
So they basically, it would be like a Christian being told that, yeah, we encountered a literal angel with like 2 wheels covered in eyes for a head and 8 wings, and I had an argument with it. And I basically told it to stuff it.
Noted. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Filing
Anyway.
that away.
Just pulled out your little notebook. You squibbling in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And you, with that, after relaxing a bit more, eventually Pascal and Marco make their way back to the fire. Marco cheerfully informs you, Paulina, that you're much better at hacky sack than Pascal.
Yeah, I know.
He also cheerfully informs you that he's much better at hacky sack than Pascal too.
100%.
Hey, And
Yeah, you know,
it's not.
we all have our strengths.
I mean, it's not fair. I have thick thighs. It's hard.
Oh,
Understand
And
that problem very well.
it is
Yeah,
by a loving pat.
and with that, you are able to get yourself to sleep. Akio, you started off the first watch.
Yep.
Make a perception check, please.
Okay. 26
Okay.
plus, whatever bonuses I got from the smart wine.
A 36. So you.
Is it? Oh, okay.
It's plus
sorry.
10 at this level, yeah.
Yes.
Christ.
So
That's OP.
you look out with your eagle eyes. You have never felt this perceptive. Every thing that obscured your perception has been cleared away, and your acuity has been enhanced beyond that, such that you are intensely aware of all things about you and about your surroundings. It's hideous.
I hate this so much.
But it also allows you to notice in the middle distance a pair of centaurs ascend a hill and appear to peer at you
Oh, it's the
Standing there.
sentries again, huh?
for the entirety of your watch until it comes time for Sada.
Yes. How long has it been?
It's been about 2 hours.
Okay, so yeah, the tears.
It has been about 2 hours.
The tear of Stavana will wear off then. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
has this worn off?
Yes.
At
Okay.
this point, yes.
Oh, thank God. Hey. Okay. So that was.
Same guys as
Yeah.
before.
Oh, you knew what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah. They were there yesterday.
Creep.
There too. So
Yeah, it's creepy,
yeah.
but they're just doing their job.
All right. You get to
Okay.
sleep. I'll stand up and watch them.
Oh, yes, I will.
All right.
Good night.
That stands up and watches them. Looks right at them.
Sure seems like a good way to have someone come around you while they're distracting you, then.
Well, I'm
Just saying.
As you're watching them over the course of your watch, they're joined by another pair that rides out from the valley and joins them and watches you. One, and by ride I mean ride. One is a human, the other is a centaur.
Or is it a human? Or is it a centaur wearing a horse costume?
You cannot tell at this distance. Potentially, these could all be humans on horses wearing centaur costumes. You don't
Oh
know.
shit. I'll keep my eye out.
Soon, however, your 2 hours ends, but it ends just as another pair joins them. Who was taking the third watch?
Pow, I believe.
Ow.
Yes,
Yep.
I wake
Pow.
Pow up. Hey, there's 6 of them, Pow.
Oh.
Yeah. 2 more just showed up. And there was
And
2
they're
that
still-
showed up. Yeah. They're still
They're
just
just
watching
watching?
us. Yep.
Okay. Great. All right.
Right. Pow, over the course of your watch, another pair joins them, making 8.
Okay.
You watch them stop just watching you like sentinels, instead
Okay.
milling around each other, apparently evidently discussing. before 6 of them break off and ride back towards the valley entrance. Now the last 2 to join. One remains staring at you. The other rides off down the other side of the hill, and you lose sight of him.
There's one guy left?
There is one guy left,
What distance away at this point?
about 2 miles.
Mm. Oh. I want to go talk to him.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Pal,
Damn.
you get up and you're suddenly moving really
Book
quickly.
it. Yeah.
And I want to be doing so.
I can't imagine.
I want to be able. Yeah, exactly. I want to be able to make it visible that I am approaching not out of any sort of aggression. Maybe an arm sort of waving. Do I have anything that I can hold up? Is there any sort of? Do I have a flag that says like parlay on it? I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's really, you draw it in like really rough script, like
Yeah.
parlay.
Parlay.
You could just wave at him.
Okay, I'll wave at him.
He does not return the wave as you zip towards him.
Yeah.
He seems to be more regarding you as you're doing so.
I'll be right back.
And apparently judging that you are going way too fast for him to escape.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I mean you can outrun a warhorse right now. It's pretty easily actually. You move about 20 feet faster each round. Just by walking at your basic walk speeds. Do you have the run feat actually?
Run?
Yes.
I've got whatever racial feat I
You have
get, but I
Desert
don't think
Runner.
I have a. Yeah, I don't think I have a feat for running. I didn't know that was a thing.
It is. The run feat is a feat that when you run, you don't lose your dexterity bonus to armor class, and
Okay.
lets you move when you run 5 times as fast instead of 4.
Oh.
The destriers of the plains of Kesh basically all have that feat.
Okay.
Just so you know. So actually, he might be able to, if he decided to make to book it.
Uh-huh.
I have to do math now.
Okay, but
Your
if
move
he
speed
made
is
that
70,
move,
right?
Pal would use the Boots of Haste for a speed boost
Okay,
and close that distance in like no time at all.
true. So, but without that, your move speed is 70 feet per round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 280 feet when you're running, and
Yeah.
the horse's feet. I don't know. Even when with that, he's slower.
Cool. When she gets to like a hollering distance, maybe not not a full holler. Don't want to make a ruckus, but like a a quiet holler.
Mhm.
She'd like to call for a parlay. Like in a
Alright.
tone he understands, because she
Because
does
he
that.
has to. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You basically tell him that in Keshite that you want to speak to him, and peacefully, and the guy, who you can tell now is a man on a horse and not a horseman, a man who is a horse, sort of shrugs as you make your way over to him. The Keshite man is armored in leather and has a couple of javelins on the back of in his saddlebags. At his side is a saber, which one of his hands are on, and he also has a quiver. And in his right hand, not stowed, is a bow. His hair. He's wearing a sort of conical hat around his head that's trimmed in horsehair, and comes up to a point. And he has a sort of drooping mustache, as well as long dark hair that is straight until it reaches about the bottom of his neck, at which point it has been woven into a single sort of a braid that goes about mid-length down his back. The horse sort of like snorts and clops somewhat as you approach, apparently a little disturbed at it, but he's able to calm it with a quiet whistle and just a slight nudge from his foot. You get up to about 20 feet of him.
Greetings.
Outlander.
Yeah, indeed. We've been observed every night so far on our travels. Has that all been you? May I ask why?
I wouldn't be doing very well if I just watched you every night and didn't sleep.
I suppose I meant you and your associates. I don't know what I forget what the not tribe. What are we called here?
Clan.
Clan? Yes. That's not in character, but yeah, she.
Yeah, no. And luckily, even if you said the word, the translation, because of your tongue of sun and moon, it would be the right word.
Okay.
Your ability knows what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes, you're you're traveling through the lands belonging to the Arum clan. My clan.
How would you spell that, Cells?
Arum.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. Cool. I can't remember if I know that name or not.
You are not familiar with it. Batfire has never mentioned another clan. He's only ever spoken about his own, the Uruite.
Right.
And now you're heading towards the Eye of Lahul, where the Uruite travel. Why?
We wish to parlay. We have reason to.
You have care to explain what reason?
Our reasons are not mine to say. We have reason.
You're moving away from the Arum clan. For me, this is good. It means that soon I will not have to care.
Good.
You're moving towards the Uruite clan. And they are becoming more and more concerned as you do so.
I see. Were you conversing with them earlier in the night?
Yes.
I see.
They plan to confront you tomorrow.
Well, we hope to confront them in a peaceful manner, so perhaps that is fine. A meeting is welcome.
It won't be a meeting. They will attack you and kill you. Or you'll kill them. I don't really care, actually. The Uruite are weak and their leader is weak. And once he is weaker still, my clan will absorb theirs.
That's the way of things.
It can be.
I
It often
understand.
is.
Well, it is to be seen how that all shakes out. That is good to know.
So, what did you plan to do to me?
Merely this.
You know what? You know
speak.
that I'm not hostile, but I see. Well, we have spoken. Do you have anything else you would like to tell the Autumn clan?
Not all of us traveling are familiar with these lands, so apologies for trespassing, I suppose.
You were on the road. That is where you belong. So
Understood.
that was wise. If you were coming hunting for dragons, there haven't been many seen since the Dalai Khan decided they were his enemy. They've been hiding. So, and if you were coming instead looking to hunt through the cans and dungeons in the mountains, well, that is your own adventure. And it has nothing to do with the Aram clan. But no, you're here to talk with the Oru Ite. That's interesting. I suspect that I'll be finding out the nature of your talks very soon.
Yeah, I expect so.
I am Kamak.
Kamak, I am Paulina.
Paulina.
It is good meeting you this night.
And you.
Mm.
When you pass, I hope your blood is not seen by the sky.
Oof. uh, same to you.
He nods at you.
Okay. Well, good watching then. I'll return.
Do so. Your friends might miss you. All right. You return to your camp. Asai has awoken by the time you get back, ready for her watch.
You should wake up.
Aki wasn't up to ask that question.
I
Yep,
know.
that's true.
You're right.
Pow is though.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Asai is
So-
up as well to ask why
Yes.
Pow ran off.
So I was gonna ask, how did I wake up? I'm sorry. I'm eating spaghetti.
So Asai, after you awoke, you notice that Pao, you basically awaken on your own. You notice that Pao is not actually in the camp, and after some looking around, you actually do see her running back towards it from the direction of the scout. What do you do as Pao returns? Or what does Pao do as she notices Asai standing there?
How does a cool cartwheel?
I've been muted this whole time.
Oh,
I was
no.
wondering.
That's exciting.
I thought you were just being silenced for dramatic
Nope.
effect.
Nope. Oh, I'm incapable. I, as a person, am incapable of that. You'd be hearing cheeky commentary from the player.
Hmm.
Little cat. But now I need to channel Wednesday Addams, so.
So yeah, Asai, what do you do as Pao returns?
I glare at her disapprovingly. Because you probably should have woken somebody up to guard the camp before running off and having a conversation that would distract you. Yes? How do I say?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yep. Glare disapprovingly and say that, and someday I'll learn how to speak in a deadpan.
Well, it worked out this time.
This time.
Yeah. But it's just folks whose land we're near watching us. They're not amassing an army to fight us or anything. Though the other clan, the one we're actually visiting, is amassing an army to fight us, maybe. So that's tomorrow's problem. So you should be fine for tonight.
Indeed. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any of the smart wine left?
Yeah.
Is it still smart? No, it's probably just normal wine now. I need to read the spell. I think the whole spell probably ends at 150 minutes.
That would make most sense. Otherwise,
Okay.
you'd be able to just hold on to a
It is now just
bottle
now
of
that I.
really smart wine.
It is only now, just now, that I realize I missed the opportunity to continue off from a very funny joke from last week, which is they got me with the smart wine, and I completely regret it.
Hmm.
Oh well. I just thought about they got me with the whole milk. Oh god. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I was eating my smart spaghetti.
Smart spaghetti?
I'm eating spaghetti.
Nice.
Gives you the spaghetti gives you a +10 to all intelligence and will-based skills.
Yeah.
Asai, could you make a perception check, please?
I can. Once I find my skills. And then perception.
Wowee.
It's a pretty good perception.
Yeah. Asai, you are very perceptive. And you keep a watch as a sentinel looming on the top of the hill. Your crimson robes flapping in the breeze. And as you look out upon the plains, you see your lone sentinel opposite, a couple of miles away from where Paulina ran. And as you watch, you see his head turn towards the entry of the valley, and you see a bunch of dots moving towards you. Many of them.
Why didn't I sense motive that guy?
More than 6?
A couple dozen. And I should say that this is like about an hour into your watch.
Oh boy. So it's pretty close to morning.
Oh yeah, no, the dawn is dawning. It's coming up over the distant horizon, and yeah, there's a couple of dozen figures on horses, or a couple, or being centaurs, currently riding towards your position. And then you notice that the sentinel, the Kamak, the Aram clan scout, he begins turning and he takes off.
I'm gonna wake up Paulina and just say, did the Sentinel say anything about lots of people coming back
Yeah, he said tomorrow. I guess he meant at the crack of dawn.
Well,
Ah, cool.
I'll wake everyone else up.
Yeah, maybe it's time to wake up. Shit.
Let's go smack people on the heads.
Okay. Very quickly, you are able to start waking everybody up.
I wake up.
Fortunately,
Wow.
able to advise everyone of the incoming danger as 24 riders of Kesh are approaching you at rapid pace. What do you guys do?
Papayar, what do we do?
I get my sword out.
Batbayar looks at them, he narrows his eyes. I could go talk to them. I understand that that's probably a really stupid thing to do, but it might work.
Would they listen?
Uh,
Great confidence inspired today.
I mean, hey, like, they might not. If they start trying to kill me, I'll turn around and ride back.
I'll go out with you.
No. Wait.
Can you? Oh, yeah, no, of course you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just gotta look
Yeah,
at something here.
we'll meet them halfway and let everyone else prepare if things go sideways.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is the range on
Yeah, a number
channel
of people have to
energy?
get into armor, so.
That is good.
Channel
Bunch of
energy
chumps.
is a 30-foot burst.
Exciting. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna go with you too.
Can you keep up?
I can keep up to a decent pace.
I'm on a horse, Sada.
Yeah.
I have a horse too.
Oh, all right.
Duh. How do you think I get here?
All right.
I've been on the horse the whole time.
Right, but can you
Genuinely forgot we had horses.
you know how to ride a horse like in combat? I've never seen
No.
you do that. Right, it's a little bit of a trick.
I can jump off the horse though.
You'd abandon your horse?
Oh boy.
I can send it back here.
Sada, why don't we let them
How horses
go
work.
and you
Okay.
help me get people into armor?
Okay.
Yes. All right. Paulina, you and Batbear run/ride out towards the incoming 24, leaving behind the sounds of people very rapidly getting up and the clanking noises of armor pieces being adhered to bodies. And so you make your way down to the hill. You make your way down the hill, up another, and you begin coming down, and you can see that at this point, in this dale, your paths will accelerate. Batbar raises his hand, shouting that he greets them in the name of the Orite clan, that he is of their blood, and that their blood is his. And he also mentions to you that we just be a little bit behind him. It appears this claim is enough to allay their immediate attack. As you could see that they all had arrows in bows, and were actually getting quite close to range to fire upon you. But they stop. Well, they don't so much stop as surround you. You and Batfire very quickly find yourselves in the middle of a circling small horde of Keshites. The mounted warriors on horseback, as well as centaur warriors, spiraling around you in two concentric circles, in two different directions, before finally they stop. All of them turning inwards towards you, bows raising, arrows notched and pulled back, as one of them steps forward. And Pow, you are interested to notice that the one that steps forward is a centaur, one thing. Fairly young female centaur, of a very wiry, though is a centaur, so she has a lot of mass due to being a quadruped and having the whole horse thing. But she is built more like sort of like a bulkier version of Pow. Somewhat. She trots towards you. And on her body, you can see on her arms and upper chest a number of written tattoos that sort of spiral down both of her upper arms and start sort of on her clavicle. And she makes her way to you two and goes, "Who is this who claims to be of my blood and claims to bear my kinship? I know not too many and even kin in the Oroite clan." She looks at you. And the other thing that that you notice is that she's completely unarmed and is not wearing armor. Just sort of a robe and sort of a close-fitting wrap on her torso and horse quarters. She folds her arms and looks at you very suspiciously. I actually, I am Batfire of the Oroite clan, son of Batfire, nephew of Dumat, and rightful Khan through my father's line. The Oroite warriors murmur, looking at each other. The centaur who has challenged you seems utterly unimpressed. She looks at Batfire for a long moment before looking down at you. "And you, an even kin?"
Outlander, friend to Batfire, Paulina, Khalil. Little bow.
This one bows. "You didn't teach her very well, Batfire, son of Batfire. She has much that she would teach me, and I have little that I could teach her." Why have you come? The Dalek Khan will not suffer you to take your place here. I know. And I won't suffer him to stop me. And your friends upon the hill? They will help you in this task. They will fight us, should we kill you, and Paulina Khalil, who bows. They'll kill you before you kill us. And the sky will be dishonored by the sight of your blood. Seriously, they're messy. At this, she's a little put off. Looking back at you, Pow, she goes, "You wear no weapon."
You do the same.
Don't I? She sort of steps towards you. And Pow, this centaur is about 7'6".
Yeah.
So for you, she's 2 feet over you. You
Mhm.
sort of come up to her belly button.
Yeah.
And the sound of her hooves hitting the ground sort of makes the noise of, well, it gives the sense that of just how much mass there is behind one of those very hard pieces of keratin. And she looms over you for a moment before going. Don't I?
I do the same, and I just show her my fists.
Yeah, show them guns.
An arm lashes out at you.
Wait. Come at me, bro. I am terrified though, but very exciting.
What's your AC?
It's 35.
35, you say?
Yeah. I know she's gonna be good. I am very scared. How isn't?
She lashes out at you. Lightning fast, the blow aimed directly at your head, and it is quite difficult for you to make the dodging move, but you successfully do. You bend out of the way, your ear just sort of like missing her fist by maybe a centimeter. But you do dodge it and fall back into a fighting stance. Excuse me. You take some strain from doing this.
Yeah.
You take 11 strain.
Okay.
And
Ooh.
she looks impressed.
Oh, okay.
She nods. I thought so. They're all like this? Mm-hmm. Then I won't waste the lives of my men getting them, trying to kill one or two. You wish to confront your uncle? Come confront your uncle, Batbar, son of Batbar. I do hope that whatever this ends, the clan remains in the Eye of Lahul. With that, the Orite warriors part around you and follow her back into the valley. After they are an adequate distance away, Batbear lets out a very long breath and looks at you, Paulina.
Who was she?
That is our clan champion. She fights sort of like you do.
Yeah, I could tell that part. Is she gonna be a problem with what you want to do here? How does this work?
She's I mean, she shouldn't. She's she's the clan champion, not my uncle's. She serves him while he's Khan.
See.
But if he commands her to like murder us,
Right.
she'll try to murder us.
Does she serves the clan. She
Mhm.
wants the clan to be strong.
Yeah.
In
Well,
the
strong, survive, prosper. A lot of
in the
different-
night, I met with a scout from Arum clan,
Yeah. Hmm. They're typically
and
further north than us, but they've been moving in, from what I've been told
yeah,
lately.
they're the ones that have been keeping an eye on us. I'm sure you knew that
Mhm.
or suspected. He made it clear that their opinion of your clan is that it is weak and that their leader is weaker.
Well, they're right about one of those things. The clan might be weak because of its leader. Anyway, her name is Namuna. And
Yeah.
that's probably not going to be the last time we see her.
No, but if you can make the clan strong, should be cool with
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Hopefully I can make the clan strong enough anyway to not get completely wiped out by the Dalar Khan when he no doubt comes back for, well, to try and murder me. That is probably going to be a thing that happens, by the way. Oh, well, it is going to be a thing that happens. I'm going to challenge him. This is, I'm really doing this. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go back. With that, he turns his horse around, rides back. And he gets back to the camp. You guys all at this point ready. And Batfire rides up and goes, "We are not going to be attacked.
Okay.
We're going to be able to ride into the valley unmolested.
All right. Let's go.
Be able to challenge my uncle." This is like the last point that any of you can turn around and go back.
Okay.
All
Bye
right,
then.
I'll see you
See
later.
ya.
I don't blame you.
I'm fucking with you, Bat Bear.
You'd be wise to do so, I think.
Why's the fuck with you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
got him.
Got him.
We all high
Hey.
five.
Thurman high fives also. Vampire just looks at him totally betrayed.
Love me some Thurman.
All right. Let's hit the road. How long is it gonna take us to get to the valley?
Oh, it doesn't take you very long at all.
Okay.
You get upon the road on horses. You ride, and eventually, a couple hours, you're getting to be about 11 o'clock. You finally make your way around the last jutting ridge of a foothill off the mountain and see the full valley before you. The emerald water of the Eye of Lahul stretches out before you like a giant, well, emerald actually. Its surface rippling in the constant breeze, and the sun now just peeking over the or rather not peeking over, but now over the mountains enough to illuminate the valley entire, reflecting at this distance, right in the center uh, of the giant lake, giving it almost the appearance of a pupil in a green eye.
Hey, Bat Bear.
Yeah,
Okay to drink the water?
it's salt water.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it's.
I kept hearing about this lake for days. I was thinking, hey, I'm gonna take a drink out of it.
I mean, you can swim in it, but no, you shouldn't drink out of it. The rivers going into it are fine. That's what we
Okay.
drink.
Why are the rivers freshwater and the lake
I
isn't?
mean, the rivers are probably coming from the mountains, right?
Yeah, they're just
Oh.
mountain streams, and the lake itself, though, has a really high salt content. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Huh.
Probably a bunch of salt under it.
Giant cried there. It's a big tear.
Well, yeah, that's we could. Well, no, it wasn't a giant. It was a god
Oh,
per our like traditions, but and well, actually, I don't know. Maybe that was a reason. Weird things happen. I know deities exist, but yeah, Kralm apparently looked upon his creation from here and wept for its beauty.
oh, that's lovely. It's beautiful. Yeah.
It is, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
There is also close to you at this point what looks like a fair-sized city of tents and yurts and what look like little house wagons. The big giant wooden wheels hold up a rounded constructions of wood and fabric pulled by great beasts of burden, which is to say, not horses, for there are horses everywhere, but only being used to ride. These mobile yurts, these rolling homes, are being pulled by beetles.
Oh, hell yeah.
What?
Cool.
You heard right.
Big beetles.
Great blue, blue-black beetles with massive horn-like protrusions off their front. Two of them in two different directions, sort of looking like like a beetle with two giant protrusions things.
I like them.
Each beetle is about the size of an elephant, and are as you ride closer to them, they seem extremely docile and are just sort of like munching on hay when you see them. But they're also lashed up to these rolling homes, usually about just two to a home. Substantial numbers of people are here too. All manner. Primarily humans and centaurs. Perhaps a 1-to-1 ratio of both. But then a smattering of others also dressed and coiffured in the manner of Kesh. Couple of elves, couple of dwarves, a fiend or two, an orc. But by far, the most people that you see are the humans of the plains and their horseman cousins. All of them are staring at you as you begin approaching. That's a good question. Why is Seta purple?
I don't know. It's a stylistic choice. Really. Yeah. It's actually probably
Yeah.
more like white. Yeah. Or like pale
Yeah.
skin.
I think that's just something that sort of
Yeah, it was a
one of
stylistic choice
the
by the first person I commissioned for it, and then it sort of just carried over.
Hmm.
Yeah. I like it, so.
So she is actually purple,
No.
but she
Or is she?
isn't. Well, that's what we're asking. Anyway,
It's depicted as such.
Yes.
anyway. So you begin
Maybe we should just
making
drink
your
a lot of
way.
grape juice.
Clearly,
Yes.
you begin making your way into the Ororite clan. Conversations and work ceases as you begin wending your way through the various tents. It would be easy to get lost, except there is only ever one path forward for you through here. Every time that you might be able to choose to wander off to the right or to the left, there's always a warrior or two filling the alley or path with their horse or their own body, preventing you from doing anything but continuing towards the large yurt, the northern end of the city. Keep making your way closer to it. And as you sort of begin breaking out of it, of the press of tents, and towards this area where this single yurt has been set up a little bit separate from everything else. A couple of tents are somewhat closer, but still at a respectful distance, and the area around it in the front has actually been laid out with carpets instead of just the simple grass. You can see that this tent, this yurt, is more finely made, more well kept, larger, and emblazoned with a symbol on its above its door of a green eye with a golden pupil. And as you actually clear this, you also notice something else in the distance. You can see it's a clear day. That is one of the advantages of the Plains of Ketch, that it's always very low it has a very low humidity, typically. So you can see straight across the lake. You can see something in the distance that looks like a weird sort of round mountain that, if you could roll perception checks.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a mountain in the distance that looks like none of the other mountains. Sort of perfectly round and shiny. But really, just an absolutely massive structure that's a little bit closer to the lake than the rest of the mountains that surround it. And SI and Paulina, those are both good rolls, and same with Pau.
Same with Sada. You mean?
Same with Sada.
Yes.
Yes. You all can see that mountain is no rock face. It's more of a dome, and as you look at it and peer at it for a second, you're able to render it, even at this distance, into what it is, which appears to be the carapace of some ancient beetle of absolutely colossal size. The massive doming, it looks like the back half of one of the beetles that pulled the wagons, except grown to such an absurd size that you could fit a town beneath it comfortably.
Neat.
And set before it is the yurt of Batfire's uncle, who now emerges flanked by centaurs and men, some old and wizened, one extremely old and wizened, others younger, scarred, grizzled, mean looking. Namuna is among them. Batfire's uncle is a man in his 60s. His hair is a sort of slate gray, and pulled back, it's clear that it is receding. His mustache is quite droopy, but also the same gray, except once you get far enough down where it remains black. As sort of now two black dots that sort of hang against his chest. His armor is well fitted and gives him a sort of broad appearance, but one that is constructed such to obscure any sort of paunch he might have. And in his hand is a bow that looks to be made of a white wood, but one without any grain. It almost looks like bone. And he looks out upon you. And he sees Batfire, who drops down from his horse and walks forward. And he looks at them. So the prodigal daughter returns.
Huh?
To which Batfire simply responds, I am my father's son. His uncle looks at him, shrugs, and goes, as you wish. It matters little. You're going to be your father's nothing in a few minutes. My guards will see to that. You shouldn't have come, Batfire. You should have simply been safe wherever you were. I had no intention of ever sending anyone to... I challenge you to the right of blood. To the nature of the lake. Really, we could simply get this over with a champion. Nope. We do it the old way. You feel confident in your companions in doing this? But I am willing to let you walk away from this. There need not be blood spilled beneath the sky. You can simply go home, assist your friends in whatever they do, be an adventurer, grow wealthy, grow old, do whatever it is the rest of the world does. You do not need to die here. Neither of us do. But I will be Khan. As you wish. My champion's number 6. Choose wisely. They begin tomorrow. And with that, he stalks back into his tent, his coterie following. And
Sal's
you can
having to do his own
feel-
dramatic NPC.
And you can almost feel the sense of relief, but anxiety pass through the camp. Batbar looks a mix of mad and anxious. Before turning back to you.
Well,
You're probably wondering what all that means.
we're gonna fight 7-on-7 in some kind of Keshite traditional battle.
Kind.
I got a spot on.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
What does
unfortunately.
by the means of the lake mean?
The Oruite clan developed our own way for settling disputes based on champions and trying not to get everybody in a clan killed in a revenge cycle. Because that honestly does happen sometimes. Not to us, because we do this. We call it in the to the to the ends of the lake, because it's the lake is our lands and it's our sort of defining thing. Basically, we each pick champions. The challenge party gets to pick the number of champions. I have to pick the same number. If I don't, I forfeit. Neither of the challenging nor the challengee actually partake in anything.
Oh, okay.
The challenging party needs to set the point of conflict, the point of competition, and whoever wins the most challenges wins the conflict. Or wins the overall challenge. So I need 6 challengers to face theirs. And the types of challenges that you pick can't repeat.
Okay.
So only one of you can actually just fight the other guy.
Ah, okay. And that'll probably be you against your uncle, right?
No, again,
Oh, yeah,
we're
no.
not fighting.
Yeah.
Not. He's my uncle. He is my blood. I will not kill him.
Well, obviously, Akio should enter into a drinking contest.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, my uncle will pick challengers against them, and he'll just pick the biggest centaur he has.
Well, everybody's gonna have fun.
I think Akio could outtrick a centaur.
I don't know if you guys can hear me snapping my fingers.
Oh, we
We can
can.
hear.
So wait, if you don't fight each other, then your uncle was implying somebody would die. How's that happen?
Yeah.
Well, he was hoping that we would just do it So this is my clan's way. My clan is currently a part of the Dalmor Confederacy. So the operating law is that of the Dalar clan, which just has regular trial by combat. This is more of but this is our way, so it's more legitimate to my people. And also, I don't want to murder my entire family. Enough of it already has been.
Understandable.
You're going to probably be up against my cousins. Which, by the way, Pao, Namuna, third cousin, just in case you were wondering.
So what are the nature of the challenges? Are they like a preset thing, or?
You pick them.
Oh, okay.
Challengers.
Exciting.
Challengers pick them. The challenge party then gets to pick and choose who they want to compete. So whatever you choose, you're going to be up against the person on that my uncle has access to that will be best in that challenge.
We choose something involving jumping and balancing for me. I'm very good at that.
Could try it like an
Like some
acrobatic
kind of
obstacle course.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay.
Or like a competition of who can turn invisible the best.
That
Or
Probably
hide
win that one,
and
right?
seek.
Yeah. Oh man, competitive hide and seek.
Yes.
Hide and seek to the death.
Oh yeah.
if they have someone that can turn invisible, then which
It'll be a never-ending game.
I'll let you know
goodness.
is probably the case.
Oh boy.
Then yeah, it'll just be a tie. Unless money gets really lucky.
Be the most boring spectator sport also, so maybe not that one.
So yeah, I think
Yeah,
jumping
yeah,
and some kind of aquatic obstacle course across the lake would probably work best.
Oh, okay.
This
Jumping
is
on
out
some
of
sticks.
character, but Pow should absolutely play competitive tag.
Jeez. I don't know, at least some of these people are literal horse bodies. Well, hmm.
What's your movement speed bonus, pal?
Bonus?
Like plus 40?
Yeah.
Right. So a centaur monk of the same level would have that with a basic land
Yeah.
speed of 50.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with that. That's very risky. What? How are these challenges done? Unarmed, unarmored?
They can be, they cannot be. They're typically just not to death, but like you could challenge someone to that.
Maybe he could take on his cousin in a fist fight.
Oof. Intimidating. But then that would bear everyone else from
Yes.
bare knuckle brawling. But I mean, that's
Yeah, only one of these
forte.
can be combat.
Yeah.
What about Thurman? What are you most confident in, Thurman? Imagine you're gonna
I'm
be
good
part
at
of
punching
this.
people, and I'm told I'm pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty cool.
You're cool.
Oh, thank you.
Pretty cool. Oh yeah.
You know, honestly, I really appreciate you all saying that.
Hang on, I'm gonna do a quick fate reading. Thurman, great. Yep, that's what it says right here. His card.
The great
That-
card. Yeah, and look,
in
Hale
the
pulls out a
cards,
card that says great.
It's like handwritten and like purposely sloppy script.
Pretty cool.
You can keep that.
Oh, thanks. Oh man, I got a card that says great. I'm gonna put this right here. Thurman's like battle dress is really just sort of like a sort of strap. He just really sort of wears a pair of pauldrons strapped onto his arms and shoulders and a backpack. So
I love him.
So he just sort of like takes the card and sort of fits it in between two of the straps, such that you can see the grate, but it is a little obscured, but you can still see that, right on his left chest. He's great.
All right,
Yes.
so we got me doing a jumping course. Maybe we can have Balbear climb something.
Which one?
You. I
Hell
pointed
yeah.
at Albert.
Hell
You're
yeah.
really good at climbing things.
Yeah.
Unnaturally so. I might
Yeah,
underestimate
climbing
you.
challenge.
Shouldn't I put on the pendant, turn into something, do the climbing contest, and then take it off? And it was like, it was me, a centaur all along. I'm actually really good at climbing. And then I climbed down. Did I do that? Nah.
Uh,
Nah.
That seems overcomplicated.
Yeah. What if I turn into a giant scorpion and then climb?
yeah, pretty much.
That seems okay.
You would horrify everyone.
Yeah.
Scariest motherfucker competition.
You know what? I'm calling off the contest. This is some fucked up shit.
But yeah, no, someone who can. There are like things, rock climbing things around here that would be a good challenge. Whoever can climb up the west side of the southernmost eye mountain is a good one.
We'll take that challenge.
Cool.
All right, that's 2 down. Just got to figure out 4 more. What are you good at, Asai?
I
Is
can
it this-
tell when people are lying.
That's not really a contest. It's more like
It is a useful life
interrogation.
skill.
Yeah.
It's at this point that an Oroite clans member comes up to you and goes, hi,
Hey.
my name is Kalian. Are you all just going to like stand here in front of the Khan's tent, or would you like to step inside somewhere?
We should probably step inside somewhere.
I thought maybe this was a walk and talk situation, but that's very embarrassing. Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, we're intimidating him, right?
Just yeah, just big dogging.
You do sort of just seem like you're standing around nervous, not nervously, but awkwardly.
Yeah. All right, let's go somewhere.
There's still space on the east side closest to the mountain. The ground's rocky, but you can pitch tents there. I'll lead you. And yeah, this fairly young Kashite woman leads you over to a portion of the southernmost part of the mountain's foot, where you're able to put up tents, continue your conversation a little bit away from the rest of the Orite's clan town. After making sure that you're situated, she disappears back into the tent city before returning with a couple of others around her age, which, by the way, it's about 20, you'd say. Couple of guys and girls, a centaur, a couple humans. Together they're carrying a couple of cauldrons that are filled with stew that they bring over to you.
All right.
You are our guests. This means nothing of our favor. We know that if anyone would ask you, you would reply to them the same. Right?
Yes.
They sort of nod to each other before also going. Before sort of shifting back, but before they actually get going, Kalian leans closer to you and sort of whispers, "We also really hope you win."
I nod.
He's
Also, thanks for the stew.
not a good Calm. Good luck. And with that, they make their way away, leaving you with Stu and yourselves to figure out your remaining challenges.
Any magic?
Yeah.
Like some
It's true.
spells.
A magic duel does actually count as a separate challenge from a physical one.
Okay, nice. That could be an option then.
I want to see Locale in a trivia competition.
I do have an
Trivia
intelligence
is-
of 22.
Trivia is not considered a valid competition.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Rough.
This and now I remember that we're living in a fantasy world.
I can
Akio,
jump really high.
Akio, what about you?
I'm good with sword,
True.
and I
yeah.
drink. Plus, I'm gold.
Yes.
What do you want?
Maybe we
I
should
don't
have you
know.
do the sword fight then.
A sword fight,
Yeah.
like a fight to the death kind of deal.
I'll show I like a
Preferably
bet.
not.
Yeah.
Like if you bloody the person to the point that they concede, if you kill them, you'll. Well, I would be banished because I'm a member of the clan. You would be just killed.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll do if we're. I just wanted to make sure. Are we dueling or are we fencing?
It would be a duel. Just don't kill the person if they concede.
Yeah.
If
Why not?
they can see.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just not use my exploding sword then, unless that's.
I mean, that's in
no.
general, that's a good idea.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, don't.
What is
I
up
think it's a
with-
great idea.
That exploding sword. I've only heard about it, really.
Yeah. I mean, he's had it all along.
Yeah, you
I
just.
only
Yeah,
recently started using it.
Yeah, and it
well,
only recently started exploding.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems to be whenever I get a good hit in, just when it just you hit the right artery at the right time and the sun hits I don't know why it explodes. Well, I know actually. I asked. Anyhow, yeah, sure. I'll do a duel.
Wait, who did you ask?
I don't remember. Was it? I feel like I asked an appraiser, but I don't remember. I know that like my two swords are pretty cool, but I don't remember who. Oh wait, it was Pascal. Wasn't it you, Pascal?
I mean, I haven't been able to identify it beyond just being an extremely finely made blade.
Oh, then
Very old. I don't do magic. I can't read its aura or anything.
I mean I did ask. His name is leaving me blue eyes, and he told me it was a pretty cool sword, if I remember right, or he said it was a current. I don't remember. He was like, yeah, that's fine.
As I recall, someone did a sense motive and he was kind of intimidated by it.
Yeah, but
Well,
I think it was Akio who detected that, but not the rest of us.
Not Akio. Akio did not pick
Oh.
up on that.
Okay.
That happened? Oh,
Akio
boy.
Yeah.
specifically
Oh,
did not roll a
no.
sense motive.
Yeah, I forget exactly who succeeded on it. It might have been. It may have been Asai actually.
No, I wasn't playing.
Asai
That's
wasn't
the one
there
I
yet.
sat
Oh,
in
vice
on.
versa. So it might
Yeah.
have been Sada. Someone succeeded, but
Yeah.
and you know what? I'm going to make a executive decision. It was Sada.
Okay.
Because you brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
no,
seems-
Sada, you recall Blue Eyes when he saw the sword. Very subtly, but to your eyes, you saw it happen very briefly. And in his gigantic dragon form, he recoiled.
Oh yeah.
Before-
Sada says, "Oh yeah, yeah." Blue Eyes sort of recoiled when he saw it. You didn't notice that?
No,
Yeah.
that's weird. Wonder why.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah. I mean, he is a pretty ancient old dragon. That doesn't
Yeah.
seem very good.
No. Be very careful how you use that thing.
Yeah, you guys
Well-
might want to ask him a little bit more about it because all I remember of him saying about it was just like, "Oh yeah, that's a sword."
Yeah.
He did tell you to
Yeah.
put it away really fast, though.
Well, I'd rather have it on me then. Obviously, I'm not gonna use it in the duel, but if it's enough to make something like Blue Eyes, recoil, it's better to have it
Akio.
on me.
Make a wisdom check.
Okay. Should I drink some smart wine before I do this?
Nope.
I'm kidding.
You only get that on skill check, not saving throws.
I have
Here we
guidance,
go.
but I wouldn't know to use it.
Here we go. I'm rolling now. 14.
Okay. That is good enough. You realize that you have tried not to use this sword already and have found it in your hand regardless.
Good sword. Loyal.
Yeah. Sure. Well, would I be aware of this to share it? Oh, I guess
Yeah, you are
yeah.
aware of this.
Right.
14, yeah.
Oh. That
You
doesn't
know-
sound good.
You know what? Actually, I'm probably more in tune with something that isn't a duel.
Oh.
I can't quite guarantee that I won't kill the guy. Not to really boast of my ability, but I don't think that's gonna play out the way that you guys think it's gonna play out, and it's not gonna be really up to me.
Okay.
Can I sense motive the sword?
The sword? Sure.
Yeah.
I'll let you sense motive Akio as well. Yeah, Akio isn't speaking to it directly, but you're getting the sense that he's a little askance about this blade of his,
Uh,
and you're
we
getting
done-
the impression that the blade may have a mind of its own.
Oh,
have we had someone magically appraise this sword? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Do
I
a
could do
detect
that.
on. Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
do a detect magic on it.
All right.
I'm sure Locale would be better at that.
Give
but Pastor wants to do it.
Locale some of the smart wine so he gets a +10 to his spellcraft.
Wait.
Yeah, no, all I
Okay,
can
yeah.
tell you is that it's really old, or at least it's made in a really old style because it looks like it's new. But
all right.
and it's made in an elven style, but otherwise, and really well made, beautiful ruby. Like I
Yeah,
don't see any imperfections in that.
If you give me some wine, I'll have a really high roll. I already have a plus 28 to spellcraft.
I can't
Well,
believe
how far
I-
away is the lake if I wanted to flex and take the salt water from the lake and turn that into wine?
Don't
you
accidentally
can
turn
walk
the
there and back in about 20 minutes.
All right. Definitely doing that for no reason except to do it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's
About
up to
20
you.
minutes later, Asai, you have a nice sort of pot full of salt water.
Yep. And I would like to turn that into wine.
It turns into not salt wine.
All right, I
Aha.
drink it. How much intelligence do I get?
Plus 10.
+10 to
You
all
got-
skill checks.
That's a 32, baby.
Wowee.
Which that would put it at a.
No, it's a plus 10 to your skill
Yeah,
checks.
to your skill checks, not
Oh,
to the actual.
Not the
okay.
ability score. It's actually better
Well,
than just the plus 10 to the ability score.
Then it's a 38.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
So add 10 to this.
Wow.
Free.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, I also do cast Detect Magic on it, of course.
Yes.
Of course. Okay. Locale, you take this blade from Akio, and you begin to stare at it. And you begin to work through its magic auras. And Pascal is right. It is beautifully rendered, beautifully made.
Just gorgeous.
And as you're examining its auras, you begin to examine how they are built throughout the blade, how the motif of whirling flames works through its crossguard, through its hilt, and then hidden unseen in the actual magic infusing the blade itself. Tongues of fire are written in magic script that are unseen to the non-arcane eye. Layer upon layer of evocation and conjuration and divination and transmutation. All of them working in harmony. The most obvious ones are the evocations. It's the one that causes it to create a normal, to light a flame, but with so much greater intensity than the average flaming sword.
Mm-hmm.
The remaining three are the more interesting types, as you see that they are woven so tightly together that they are basically all the same, and they are woven not to cast a spell but to build through the inherent nature of the sword, focusing into a sphere in the ruby at that, and you follow this thread as it winds upon itself deeper and deeper into this deep red mass that forms its soul, its intelligence, and before you opens a great flaming eye that looks down upon you and asks, "How dare you handle me, wizard? Place me back in whom I choose to wield me."
Holy shit!
So as this is happening, of course, Locale's just sitting there, and he's just kind of like running his hand like up and down the blade, kind of examining it. Nobody else is hearing this, and then Locale just kind of says, "Huh." Then he just puts it down. Hey,
The voice is silenced at
Akio.
your letting go.
Sal's out of character. If I'm not mistaken, would that everything about that, with how much magic and the fact that it's intelligent, would that make this an artifact?
Well, I mean, that's a more of a gamey characterization, but you can tell that this thing is extremely powerful and,
Yeah.
as far as you know, totally unique. You could try making a knowledge arcana or knowledge history check if you can think of anything about it.
Okay. I want to make a knowledge arcana check. Going back, do I still get the +10?
Yes.
Yeah,
Hell
that lasts for an hour. That lasts for like an hour and a half or more.
2 hours.
Actually, 2 hours. Excuse me.
39, baby.
So with knowledge arcana, you don't recall what exactly this is, but you do know that this level of spell crafting is something that you don't typically get in the modern age. Lots of stuff was lost in the various great conflagrations and conflicts that have riven Logos' surface. And one of the greatest sources of knowledge that were lost was when the ancient Elven Empire collapsed. Based on what you have seen here, you have on occasion peered at artifacts from that era built by the ancient elves, and you can see their fingers working over this blade. Based also on Pascal's identification of it looking like a blade of elven make of great age. This thing is from them.
So now, knowing all of that, can I make a knowledge history check to see if this is a particular thing
Oh yes.
that I might have read about, and would I get any bonuses from having learned that information?
Yeah.
Okay. So
That'll give you an additional +2.
okay, so this will be a plus. Ugh, unfortunate. So that's a 31.
30. Yeah.
31's
Still pretty good.
good.
Yeah.
And good enough. And yeah, Locale, you just sort of reach back through the recesses of your memory and your various research at your monastery and just nights of perusing over various books from the past that told of great conflicts, triumphs, incredible times of peace, horrible times of war, the times that when the Thene and elves ruled the world as equals, at the time that the Empress Dask, trying to fuel her ascension to godhood, declared a war of extermination against her elven neighbors, of how one of the elven cities fell beneath a chemical bombardment from the Thene, and in doing so, the queen of the elves fell with it, and how the ancient high king of all elves poured in that moment all of his hatred, all of his anger and wrath into a single item that became a blade, through which he used to channel the final spell that annihilated Kaltharok and turned it into the inhospitable desert it is today. You are holding, or were just holding, the Sword of Wrath. It's an ancient artifact of the ancient elves that is only hatred. And the fact that, and lighting things on fire and exploding every so often is just scratching the surface of what it can potentially do. And it wants to do it.
So Locale takes off his mask, which, I mean, you guys, it's not like it's some big secret. He's the Fiend. And Akio, I need you to sit down in front of me right now.
Okay. I do that.
Yeah.
Did he drink the wine?
No. Well, I don't know. And I in a kind of hushed tone as I lean towards him to try to keep it relatively quiet. Akio, you are in possession of likely the single most deadly weapon that this world has ever seen. And that's not hyperbole.
Well,
That you don't understand. That sword made the Kaltharok Desert.
oh,
What?
Uh,
Well, it was a key. It was channeled.
Yes,
Channeled the spell through these cities, but it was the focused object.
Oh yeah, the statement stands.
Yeah.
well, I mean, you're telling me this, but if the way that I got it, and Akio kind of just like tries to phrase this correctly. Don't get me wrong, I'm surprised to hear you say that, but also not surprised because of the way that I got the sword. because it it doesn't make any sense.
Well, how did you get it? Because this doesn't just, and the locale is actually
Okay.
quite serious right now. But this doesn't. This is not something that you just find. This should be gone. This shouldn't exist.
Okay. Well, I think this is gonna be easier with you because you haven't known me the entirety of my life, maybe. But
About
okay.
that.
R- Okay.
Okay.
Please, genuinely, I am not mocking you with what I'm about to say. I am
Okay. Just
saying this with full earnest. Okay.
just get it out.
I was riding in a wagon. We were in our country checking out some weapons we needed in a war that we were going to prepare for it. And then I found myself in a void presented by a being who did Akio recognize who he was talking to when
I mean, possibly.
Does Akio remember this happening?
do I
Akio does
remember?
remember this.
I
You see-
thought even he was under the effect of like you've
No,
always had this sword. No.
No, I could not fathom that part, and Akio was like, "I don't understand what is happening," and
No,
he just
yeah. If I remember correctly, Akio, you basically have both sets of memories.
yeah.
Oh
Still.
boy.
And then you know what? I'm gonna go with the fact that I didn't recognize him because why would I recognize you, Rob?
And you can describe him to me because, like, even though Locale's never seen him, he probably knows the legends.
Yeah, the gnome with the diamond eyes.
So it was a gnome with gems for eyes, and he spontaneously appeared and provided me 3 choices.
Oh, well, I think I know.
Yeah,
Dude,
you know.
your frickin' rolls, man.
And I don't know what happened, but it seemed that I had to pick one, and I picked the one that I thought, well, all right. If this is a weird dream, I'm going to pick sword. Suddenly, I find myself back in the calling it a wagon. It's not a wagon.
Carriage?
Carriage. Thank you. And the sword is with me. I look and ask, like, where did I go? And it was to the reaction of, well, I was still there. And why did I have the sword that I've always had was out?
And Locale raises a hand at this and then finishes with, and nobody believes you when you say that you just got this.
Yeah.
Locale does audibly, like, chuckle. I don't know what it is about you, but you are apparently the luckiest person to ever live. Because you you met a being that exists outside of time and is time in certain ways, but also is not. He's not the god of time. He's nobody. Like he's outside of the entire pantheon. He was a champion back in the old days, 80 years ago. Everyone else ascended to godhood. He chose a different path, and now he's just kind of out there. And for whatever reason, he took interest in you and gave you that. It, I tend to try to take a pretty low key approach to things, and believe me, I'm very excited to write about everything I've learned just now because it's sort of breaking my little brain in half. But Akio, I say this with the most sincere sincerity I could possibly muster. The time has come for you to completely sober up because that sword, if you do not control it, it will devour you. It has a will of its own. It is smart. I know you felt it.
No, every time I've been provided an opportunity to, well, I guess I have to confess, there have been opportunities where I've had to fight off the urge to kill. Not any of you guys, but enemies that we've shown mercy to, and the sword is just, in the back of my mind telling me, hey, wouldn't it be great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now that you have been chosen, this is obviously both a gift and a curse, but this is something that you're gonna need to train and get a handle on, because if you don't, bad things will happen. This could be a great boon for you and your nation and your rebellion and whatever you have, but if you don't, everyone around you will die.
Huh.
I mean that sincerely and out of care. Everyone around you will die if you do not control that thing, and it will not go away. You can't just get rid of it.
Can you not?
Can
Can it
we-
be locked away?
Can we hear this
Can it
conversation,
be
or is it
destroyed?
just Lokale and
Well,
Akio
It's
whispering
not
to each
happening
other?
publicly, or are you guys whispering?
Yeah, I think they're whispering.
Oh,
It's happening. Yeah, we're whispering a bit, but if you pick up on it, like that's fine. But like Locale is like, obviously it's something odd's going on because Locale is not like his usual chill self. I mean it, Akio. You need to control this.
All right. I mean, there has already been a time where this thing almost blew me up. I have been using my other sword whenever I can. I only pull it out for, emergencies. But, well, not even really. I just, whenever we are going to fight something that seems practically unkillable.
Well,
Like-
if you can find a way to channel that thing in a more controlled manner,
Uh-huh.
there will not be a swordsman alive who could stand against you.
Well, then. Something. Okay. Akio just kind of blinks. Oh. Interesting.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye on you.
All right. I guess
Out
we're
of-
friends now.
Out of character, I'm just saying that's a pretty good reason for Lokale to come back to Saruga with us and join up with Akio.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I had to. Yeah. And with that, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna. Guys, that's a no on the duel.
Okay.
Oh,
Also, I'll be right back.
Oh.
yeah. The bad guy or Akio walking around with a fucking WMD on his
oh
belt.
my frickin' lord!
What are you guys talking about?
The sword. I mean, they were doing magic on it and stuff. You both look pretty serious.
Well, Kale kind of like puts his mask back on, like straightens his coat a little bit. For now, it's nothing to worry about. But I'm gonna be, whenever we leave, I'm coming with.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say nothing to worry about, but
Well,
yeah.
it's nothing, frankly, nothing that you probably can personally control or affect.
I understand.
That don't try to take that sword or touch it or do anything with
No.
it.
Okay.
I think it was already. We
And
already knew it was talking to him, right? That was a thing that was.
I don't think he
discussed
ever.
at
Yeah,
one point.
I
pretty
think
sure.
that did come up, that he mentioned that it was talking.
Yeah.
But you didn't perhaps I do not believe that you had a idea of just the complete
Oh no.
malevolence that this
No,
is displayed
but I
as-
know it explodes, and I know it talks, so I'm already sort of suspicious of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys are finishing your conversation, you look down at the blade, and it it looks no different than before, but you all get the impression as you look upon the ruby in its
That it's
hilt that
looking
it
at
is
us?
glaring at you hatefully.
Don't like that. Yeah, anyway, we should probably figure out the rest of those challenges.
Hey, there's a high elven city floating above Surugu, right?
Yeah,
That was the thing y'all mentioned.
Emberyllion, yeah.
Maybe don't bring that sword up there.
Okay.
Just like a friendly advice.
Hmm. So yeah.
Actually, Sal's Rita brought up in private is the
Dang it.
yeah, I know. The sword is the high king the burnt king, or is that a different figure?
No, the burned king is
Okay.
the sun.
I
Oh,
see.
Yeah.
That's
Great.
what I thought.
cool,
Yeah,
cool,
we-
cool,
The
we-
cool.
we met-
champions killed the ancient elven
Yeah,
king.
that's
Yes.
right, we
Wow.
did.
All right.
So
Which you'll recall he did not have a sword at the time.
Huh.
yeah, we would probably have died. But yeah, good reason not to bring that sword up there.
At the time that the champions fought the ancient king of the elves, his life had been, his hatred and wrath had been well replaced by paranoia and arrogance. And at that point, he had basically put it aside and lost track of it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I
It
don't
was
know.
like 1,000 years after he used it to blow up the Kaltharak desert, and between then and like the collapse of his empire. So like it was a long time for it to get lost. And it did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Possibly it was stolen by some gnome.
Yeah.
the sword shouldn't exist,
I'm back.
and now
All right.
Akio, his armor slowly turns black as he becomes a knight of pure vengeance, a black knight,
the
if
burned
you
knight.
will.
Yes. It all comes back around, and Akio gets sent back in time by Urov to become the Black Knight.
No, the Black Knight is a different entity, I'm afraid.
I mean, that's what we
You'll have-
think.
You have to play a New Freedom in order to interact with the Black Knights more.
Yes.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. Anyway,
After
so
all, you're not actually in Ardania in A New Freedom, so why would the
we're-
Black Knight be there?
or yeah, New Freedom's technically like right outside of it, right? Like in the New Lands or whatever.
You're in the lands that were formerly the Arcano state of
Yes.
Montague.
Yes, which was ruled by Sir Turxes, yeah.
It wasn't ruled by
Oh,
Xerxes. No,
okay,
you're not
no.
actually familiar with the history of Montauk. A lot of it
Okay.
was lost.
I guess we'll find out in A New Freedom.
You do know that Xerxes destroyed it.
Ah, okay.
So he
Yeah.
ruled it after that, when all of its citizens were dead.
Yes.
Or undead, as it turns out. But yeah, I think we'll call it there because it's like 7 minutes to
Okay.
9:30.
Hey,
Anyway.
maybe we can figure out the challenges quick in our last
Exactly.
10 minutes. Yeah.
If you by all means, think of it now or just during the week.
Yeah.
Try to think what sort of challenges you want to
Well-
throw at these guys.
Yes. Well, three I can think of is that doing the jumping obstacle course, jumping and balancing, probably against
Mhm.
precarious sticks set in the lake or something. And Locaella doing a spell casting duel seems like a good idea. Bapair doing a rock climbing race.
Okay.
And then I had to think of the other half.
I don't know.
Yeah, you still need 3 more.
Could
Yeah.
do a fist fight.
Yeah,
Could do a
fist fight might
jumping
be if Akio isn't
jumping.
gonna
competition.
duel. Or yeah, would that jumping competition overlap with mine? Could we do that?
Yeah.
Oh, are you jumping?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
jumping.
I guess you're jumping.
Yeah.
I was just thinking like I could jump a maximum of
Jump and
9 feet
competition.
straight up, and then with the flying ability, I could extend that by 40 feet, straight in the air, and then fall to my death.
Yes.
Well, you'd fall and
But
take
I'd like to
40
see
points
somebody
damage.
beat
Yeah.
that.
Since Akio isn't doing a sword duel, maybe Pal doing a fist fight with Bapair's third cousin would be a good idea then.
Man, I'm so scared of her though. It'd be really fun though. A monk fight would be super, super fun.
Yes.
Oof.
I'll put down POW for monk fight right now, and if you want to change it, you can.
Yes. We'll have a week to
Right.
decide. And then, yeah, we need to think of the last two challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
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 Preferably, it would be players. I'm trying to think of what players, though. Or what the players could do. It's Ai and Akio.
A ghost storytelling contest.
Or Asai, not Asahi. But
Yeah, I don't know what her skills are yet.
Let's
I
see.
mean, divine magic, I would assume.
Yeah.
Akio is. Let me look at my skill. I guess I have a soldier. Oh, I really do
She
regret
can
not
channel
making
a
the-
lot of positive energy and a lot of negative energy, but slightly less.
What the hell's going on with my Slayer hand? Okay. I kind of admittedly wanted maybe a show of swords.
yeah, maybe you could do like a sword performance or something like a.
Yeah, but that seems a little like they're gonna say no to that. Like, why would we dance with swords? But I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
What
it's
do
like
you
one of
think?
those mount-offs in WoW, except you're just pulling out increasingly more impressive swords from your bag until someone runs out of things.
So that would be an instant loss on their side. After
What do you?
no,
What do you?
I just
Vampire, what do
I
you
just
think?
I have no opinion. Oh wait,
No,
you're
I'm
talking
talking about
about
the other one. Yeah.
yeah, Batbayar, friend of Batbayar.
Yes, Vampire, friend of Vampire.
Son of Batbayar.
Yeah, Vampire, son of Vampire, but he's also a friend of Vampire.
I never did come
That's
up with
true.
the name for my dad.
Also Batbayar. Batbayar, son of Batbayar, friend of Batbayar, son of Batbayar.
It's
We really need
the
more
problem
names.
is that the problem is I remember looking at the I think Batbayar is Mongolian, yes? And I remember just there was something about the name that struck out, and I think it was the meaning of the name, and it's like I didn't expect Sal's to also think it was a cool name.
Cool name. You know?
Yeah.
Mistakes are had.
I think I remember Sal's telling me and Jacob about it. I think we pushed you to keep going with the name because we thought it'd be funny.
Of course.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's accurate.
Yeah.
That sounds in character.
Okay. All right. So yeah, technically Nuva is Batbuyer, so the climbing challenge is
Yes.
something he's doing. So yeah, Asai.
I like how I said help, and then everything went silent.
Yeah.
Wait, who said help? It wasn't me again, was it?
No, it was me.
Okay.
You're off the hook.
Yeah.
So, uh,
And what
anything else?
NPCs do we have with us? We have Thurman and Sonata, right?
You have Thermus, Sonata, and Pascal.
Oh
And
yes,
Marco.
And
Pascal.
Marco.
But I wouldn't recommend
yes.
putting Marco into the competition.
Or should we? I think. Who can be? How about a contest of immaturity?
Hacky sack.
Marco would find the implication that he's immature extremely rude.
But it's funny.
Maybe we could put Pascal in a weightlifting competition.
Put
Honestly,
those
that's
thighs
not a
to
bad
good
idea.
use.
He's really good in arm wrestle.
That too.
Seen him arm wrestle 3 dudes at once.
How?
What do you think, Pascal?
Pascal is like really
Ask Cannon.
strong. Oh yeah, aside. Leica, you haven't really. We went through descriptions of the player characters, but not necessarily of the NPCs, did we?
Yeah.
Pascal actually has art of himself, so I can just
Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna
I
do the
can
same
show
thing.
you. But Pascal, if I scroll up enough, nope, wrong channel. There we go.
Oh my god.
Paste.
There he is.
Looks like this. Well,
Or if the image is size to load.
oh,
It's decided
yeah,
only to load the top half.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Pascal looks like a living room.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
There you go. Nice.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Load of beef, yeah.
So actually putting him, like, his whole thing is he's really strong.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
So putting him in a weightlifting competition is actually not a bad idea. Nor arm wrestling.
All right. Unfortunately, it is 9:30 though,
Yes,
and I
it
do
is.
need to go.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, we'll figure out the rest throughout the week.
All right.
Yeah. Stabbing contest.
All right.
Like what the